Welcome to my Atari ST nostalgia trip, and in this video I will have a look back at Eliminator from 1988, a very fast-paced 3D perspective shoot-em-up done by John Phillips for Hewson. And this game can be seen as the sort of more polished successor of Ammotrack, of which some demo gameplay footage is shown here now. And that early game already had a lot more colors on screen simultaneously than the standard 16 DST would give you. And it was technically quite advanced and very original, but it just didn't look that great. And also the gameplay for that one was actually not to my liking a lot. But yeah, the idea of the game was really good and very original, and it had a lot of potential. So to polish things up, they hired none other than Pete Lyon to give this game the looks that it deserves. And after some other tweaking, the game got released as Eliminator. And I remember liking this game a lot and playing the hell out of it, despite the super high difficulty and fast pace of this game. But yeah, probably I won't do very well. My goal is to at least reach level 2, get off level 1 at least once while playing this. And that goal doesn't seem to be set too high, but this game is really difficult. So let's get into the game and see how well we'll do. And like so many times, this time also I'm playing the hard drive version of the game, which has this nice rendition of the box art in the beginning. That's a bit flickery because it's a trick to show more colors on screen on the ST. And by pressing the spacebar, I can actually start loading the game. And because it's from the hard drive, we don't have to wait too much because the starter screen is actually not that impressive. But the opening screen is actually quite nice, and it says Design, Programming and Sounds by John M Phillips, copyright 1988, and main graphics done by Pete Lyon. And the non-main graphics are probably the tricks John M Phillips did for having multiple colors on screen. Because like its predecessor, this game actually features up to 49 colors on screen simultaneously, which in 1988 was actually quite cool, although I think it's mostly done by changing the background color to give sort of color pattern in the skies and stuff. And I also like how this game, just like Nebulous, the John M Phillips games just sounded very different from other ST games, which I actually really like. And I like this music a lot, even if it's very frantic and very panicky, but it suits the game very well. I think back in the day my parents probably did not appreciate me listening to it at full volume too much, I guess, but well, I'm on my own now. My parents are still living in their old house in the other town, far away from me, so they can't complain about any noise. Apart from that, the gameplay-wise, there's not much to tell. It's a 3D perspective shoot-em-up. You basically shoot everything, and anything you cannot shoot, you should avoid, and you can pick up some weapon upgrades along the way and shoot. The best way is just to play the game and get into the frantic panic, and as you can see, yeah, I have to avoid immediately these objects, shoot these enemies, and the enemies are of course shooting at me all the time, so the best way to actually play it is to keep moving. So don't stay in one place too much, because the bullets are actually pointed at where you are. So once they shoot, you really should have been getting out of the way already. And this game also, it's not just skill, it's also memory, because as you can see, my ship has a lot of inertia, which means sorry, I can't talk too much during gameplay. Because, see, this is so annoying. You have to shoot the gates for yourself, and if you are just a few millimeters off or a few pixels off, you basically die. And I was already at the end of the level, because here I am. End of level 1. But I lost a life while doing it, which is a bit disappointing. Although my goal for this video was actually to reach at least level 2. I was actually recording the video, or I thought I was recording the video. It turns out my software wasn't actually capturing, but I got to level 4, I think. And now I'm just getting careless. But as you can see, that ramp actually allowed me to jump up to the ceiling. And as you can also see, when there's a lot of enemies, the game actually slows down quite a lot. Yeah, this ramp I do need to take, and I'm going to get some extra ammo because yeah, there's lots of weapon upgrades in the game, but to be honest, it's actually good to learn how to use this one, because this is an upgraded weapon. If you lose a life, whenever you lose a life, you also use the biggest upgrade you have. Oh, that was... See, I needed to focus on the ramp. I needed to focus on the ramp, which means I couldn't be moving too much. And that made me very vulnerable to the enemy's bullets. But the good news is I actually made it to level 2. Yeah, and there's up to 6 weapon upgrades, and you press your joystick up to select one. But also there's at some point there's like triple fire. So as your weapons become more powerful, your ammo also depletes faster. And yeah, these parts are just really tricky because these parts are so tricky. Ooh. And I was checking the left side of my screen to see what weapon I had, because oh, I looked on the radar ramp. No. Ah, that's a bit disappointing. I think in my previous recording I also died in this level, so at least I'm not doing super much worse than I was doing before. But as you can see, the game is actually really fast. I mean, the game is super fast. I played few levels. How many minutes was that? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? It was really short. And I'm back in the title screen. And this is basically the whole game, but it's very engaging. It really sucks you in with the fast-paced action. But as you can see, you really have to know the levels also, because yeah, the game is nice, it's very polished. I mean, what I like, if I go near the edge of the screen, for instance, which I shouldn't do now, but if I go near the edge of the screen, my sprite actually changes to sort of emphasize the 3D perspective, which I think is really nicely done. Oh, and I dodged the bullet too late there, so my shield is already quite down, which is the blue line over there. Yeah, and I guess if you get to even higher levels, you can get up to level, I don't know, 25 with this one? 15? I don't know. It has quite a lot of levels, this game. Oh! See, I wasn't sure if I was centered or not. So these parts are actually quite annoying, where you have to go to the middle. Oh, I picked up another bullet. These are also the parts that make the game really difficult, and it really shows you that you have to remember the attack patterns. And of course this game, it also differs in quite some areas from the original Ammotrack. In Ammotrack you could control your speed, even go to a complete stop. In this game, you are thrown in and you are constantly moving at the same speed. You are constantly moving at the same speed. And of course in the ramps, some of the ramps here, in Ammotrack you would fly. And in this game it actually projects you to the ceiling and you fly, you are... that was a stupid mistake. And you are actually completely upside down. Ooh, that was so close. And again, lots of inertia makes these difficult parts very difficult. And you can see that some of the upgrades are actually positioned in a way that it's really a risk-reward situation. And many times you just be fast enough. And in this case, yeah, you have to take the ramp, so you cannot move. Ah, that's a pity. You have to take the ramp, you cannot move anywhere else, so it makes it very difficult to dodge the bullets, which is also a bit of a pity, but yeah. It is what it is, I guess. I have to live with it. But my tactic of sliding back and left to right seems to work a little bit. And man, this game is so fast. Without memory of the levels, it's just really, really difficult. Stage 3. Another part where this differs from the original is that in Ammotrack you had a radar showing actually where your enemies were. This game doesn't have that. So you just have to remember the attack patterns, I guess. But yeah, it makes it actually more interesting to play. Yeah, and here also for these gates, you really need the... And now I have triple fire, I'm going to choose that one. So this one is a really powerful weapon. Or so they say. And I shouldn't miss that ramp this time again. Yeah, and these parts, I mean, you should really know where everything is. Oh, the game slows down a lot when there's many enemies in... Oh, I don't have ammo anymore. I'm out of ammo. So I can't fire anything. I forgot to pick up ammo, and yeah, the triple fire, the highest upgrade I had. It's really cost you a lot of bullets, that's why I just prefer this one. And during my test play I didn't reach this far, so I have no idea where to go. Is this my last life? No! I have another one. How about that? And I like how when you die you don't have to restart the entire level. So you can really sort of use your short-term memory to see where you went wrong. And oh, that was so close. Oh, I think I need it. Oh, I'm upside down again. And it's a warning. I think that beep was a warning that my shield was almost gone or my ammo was almost gone. I guess it was my ammo. Oh, this is so difficult, playing upside down. Ah, I was too close again. I was playing a little bit careless, but I think we got the idea of the game. I'm not going to play another one because, man, I'm already exhausted. This game is so fast. This game is so fast. And I don't know why I bother really typing my name. Usually I just type because I don't like the way they have to pick the game, but yeah, what can I say? It's really... I'm going to stop playing indeed, because... Oh wow, what a game. What a game. And it's for me this game is a true ST classic. It's a really simple game, it's annoyingly hard, but you feel like you could learn this and just get better at it. And the difficulty progression could have been a little better, because especially, I mean, the first level is already difficult, and after level 2 it just becomes completely unforgiving, but I can still forgive them for that. I think the main characteristics of a main classic shoot 'em up are speed, chaos and loudness, and this game gives you exactly all three of those. And with that wisdom, I would like to thank you for watching.